Welcome to Bookcast AI Podcast, Unlock Book Ideas Through Conversations. Today, we're diving into part 3 of $1 Million Weekend. Grow it. This section is all about scaling your initial success, right?
Exactly. It's not enough to just get that first dollar or even the first 1,000. The real challenge and the focus of this part of the book is building a growth machine to reach that 100K and then the $1 million mark.
So, what are the key ingredients for this growth machine, according to the book?
Well, the author emphasizes a system of content creation, audience building, and email marketing as the most powerful tools for solopreneurs today. It's all about creating valuable content, connecting with your audience, and nurturing those relationships through email.
I see, and the book mentions an experiment-based marketing approach. What's that about?
Yes, that's from Chapter 8. The author used it to grow Mint.com from 0 to 1 million users in just 6 months. The idea is to constantly experiment with different marketing strategies, analyze the results, and then double down on what works. It's a data-driven approach to growth.
Interesting. So, it's not just about throwing spaghetti at the wall and hoping something sticks.
Definitely not. It's about being strategic and scientific in your approach to marketing. Test, measure, and optimize.
Got it. Now the book also talks about personal development. How does that tie into growing a business?
That's Chapter 9. As an entrepreneur, you're responsible for your own productivity, training, and growth. The book emphasizes the importance of creating a system to optimize your time and, more importantly, your overall happiness. Because what's the point of building a successful business if you're miserable in the process?
That's a really important point. It's easy to get caught up in the hustle and forget about your well-being.
Exactly. The final chapter is about building not just a business but a life that you'll love. And to kick things off, there's a $1 million weekend contract.
A contract? Tell me more.
It's a contract with yourself. You commit to working towards your dream, having fun, facing your fears, and following every challenge in the book. It's about setting your intentions and creating a sense of commitment to the process.
Sounds like a good way to stay motivated. The book also mentions some free resources, right?
Yes, there's a free MDW journal, scripts, templates, and more available at $1milliondollarweekend.com. The journal is especially useful for documenting your progress and staying focused.
Okay, let's move on to Chapter 6. Social media is for growth. The chapter starts with a pretty interesting anecdote about Bo Jackson.
It does. The author wanted to meet Bo Jackson, and he ended up leveraging his audience to raise money for Bo's charity. It's a great example of the power of community.
Right, and the key takeaway wasn't just the amount of money raised, but the fact that the author recognized almost every single person who donated.
Exactly. It highlights the value of a small, engaged audience versus a large, inattentive one. The book references Seth Godin's concept of a smallest viable audience and Kevin Kelly's 1,000 true fans.
So, it's better to have a smaller group of people who really know, like, and trust you.
Absolutely. That community is one of the most powerful forces in business. It's built through generosity, adding value without expectation, and helping others on their journey.
That makes sense. Now, how do you actually go about building this kind of audience?
Well, the first step is finding your unique angle, your special sauce. What makes you different? What's your unfair advantage?
The book gives an example of Ben Kenyon, the strength and conditioning coach for the Philadelphia 76ers. How did he define his unique angle?
He basically said that he helps people perform better and wants to shift them into a mentality to dominate their life, drawing on his experience with elite athletes. It's clear, approachable, and highlights what he can do for his audience.
So, once you've identified your unique angle, what's next?
You need to pick a platform to reach your audience. The book suggests choosing a platform based on 3 things: where your audience is, what content medium you enjoy creating, and what platform will give you disproportionate results compared to the work you put in.
The author talks about his own experience with different platforms, like Instagram, podcasting, and LinkedIn. Why did he ultimately choose YouTube?
He felt YouTube offered the best way to grow a quality audience for free. It's harder to create videos than tweets, which means less competition. Plus, YouTube monetizes your videos and hosts them at no cost.
But the author also emphasizes that just because YouTube works for him doesn't mean it's the best platform for everyone.
Exactly. It's all about experimenting and finding what works best for you and your audience. And once you've chosen a platform, you need to update your bio to reflect your unique angle and how you help your ideal customer.
Okay, so you've got your unique angle, your platform, and your updated bio. Now it's time to start creating content. The book mentions something called the content circle framework.
Yes, it's a strategy for expanding your reach by starting with a very narrow audience and then gradually broadening your content. There are 3 circles: core circle, medium circle, and large circle.
Can you give me an example of how this works?
Sure, the book mentions Dustin Wunderlich of Dustin's Fish Tanks. He started by reviewing fish tanks, then expanded to all things fish, and now he has $1 million online business selling fish and aquarium supplies.
So, it's about starting with a niche within a niche, and then gradually expanding your reach.
Precisely, and when creating content, the book emphasizes being a guide, not a guru. People don't want to be lectured at. They want to tag along with you on your journey.
That makes sense. People connect with authenticity and transparency.
Exactly. Share your process, your progress, and even your failures. People want to see what's really going on.
And the final step is to actually post the content right.
Yes, don't worry about scripts, camera equipment, or even if it gets any views. The important part is taking that first step at building your community.
So, to recap, Grow It is all about building a growth machine through content creation, audience building, and email marketing. It's about finding your unique angle, choosing the right platform, creating valuable content, and being a guide to your audience.
And it's about personal development, optimizing your time, and building a business and a life that you'll love.
Great conversation. Any final words for our listeners?
Commit to the process, follow the challenges in the book, and start building your $1 million weekend today.
Thanks for tuning in to Bookcast AI Podcast. We hope you found this conversation insightful and inspiring. Until next time, goodbye.
Bye.